And I'd be lying if I was to say that I still don't care about that stuff, right? I mean, that's ingrained into our culture, into our conditioning. And I think the thing that I've just realized after all these years is how fleeting that is. Because even when I would do well, like for 3 years in a row, I was, the number one rep on my team at Microsoft. I got, promoted to leadership, was the number one, teams over and over again at Outreach and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, the thing was like, you'd hit the goal that you work your ass off for the longest time. And then I'd be happy for 15 minutes, and that's probably being generous. And then all of a sudden, you show up the next first day of the quarter and you have a zero next to your name. And you're like, oh my God, I have to do it again. And, it's the classic leadership saying, what have you done for me recently or lately? And that just got to me. And like so much of my, standard operating system, I'd call it, was based off of grind, effort, control, let's go. And it was like, I remember at Outreach when I was a sales leader, it's like I used to pride myself in getting there at 5:45 in the morning and staying until, 6, sometimes 7 o'clock. And it was like a badge of honor. And it was, there was a few other leaders who were there and we called ourselves the breakfast crew, which was cool. But at the same time, you know, every single day was playing Tetris with my calendar and putting on the mask or drinking a ton of coffee. I mean, it was just like this, okay, if we have this big, hairy, audacious goal, let's work our asses off to get there. And don't get me wrong, I love working extremely hard. The challenge with that though is my mental health really, was seriously hurt from it. And I was struggling with depression. I was going through just the classic roller coaster of emotions. Certain days I was feeling great. The next day I was feeling terrible. I was drinking way too much. I was smoking way too much because you'd have such a hard day at work and you go home and be like, you know what, I deserve the hit or whatever it might be just to relax sort of thing. And then that makes you have not as good sleep. And then you wake up groggier and then you drink more coffee. And it's just like this cycle of emotion. And so, that's definitely taken me through some deep and dark and scary times. And I think that's also what catalyzed me to start doing the deeper level of work on myself circa 2016, 2017 timeframe, which really started just a different journey that's now, really led me to what I'm doing these days. Every single day